The business is to sit together anytime we have something meaningful to talk about. Reason, every evening when you come on to YouTube, you are ready to watch Showbiz Daily here on Sammy Flex TV. Once again, we are seated. My name is Sammy Flex, and in the studio, gentlemen are here. Roland Amate from Shatta Movement Empire, Roland Report, Shagzy, and ShowbizChannelJake.com. He is ready to fire. In Team Dodu Solomon, aka Chemo, is also ready to fire. Chemo represents our online department, and again, he also represents Inti Dosu Digital Solutions. Just so you know, when we meet together like this, it is a platform to share ideas, knowledge, and information. And we also take yours in good faith. So don't feel bad you are sharing yours. Feel free, bring them up here, and let's do this together. Now, what do we have on our table? First, let's commend Stonebwoy. Congratulations to him for putting out his sixth, right?
Yes.
His sixth album. And this one is called Up and Running. Yesterday, we saw videos online of the album listening. They call it the album playback, where some industry people gathered at a venue to listen to the album. And I believe my people have seen some videos. In fact, the trending one is the Bulldogs attempt to kiss Nana Mick Brown. And I don't know why Bulldog decided to do that though, but maybe it was also one of the tactics to keep them in the news. Anyways, have we listened to the album? What are the reports around it? What is the media saying? What is social media saying? And again, what is the vibe around it? Was Shatta and Jarvis allowed them to pay attention to the album or something? You have been following events often.
Well,
what have you gathered so far from the Up and Running album from Stonebwoy so far?
Well, this is not the first time he's doing an album listening, as we all would call it. For almost all his album or his body of works, he's done it like this, inviting industry.
But the last time was when we went there.
Yeah, that was last year. It's been a year on. So
I remember this.
so yeah, I believe it is something that now has become part of him. So whenever he has a body of work, he will do it just to outdoor it. And now that the work is out officially, I believe, yes, it is. I've seen the videos, I've seen the commentary. It was a very beautiful ceremony.
Okay.
For me, one of the things that interests me has to do with the name of the event.
Okay.
That is the album playback.
Okay.
Because I am one person that also has the view currently that album listening, the real motive behind the album listening has been changed or diluted in one way or the other. Because the purpose of album listening, or the reason why it was created, was to gather industry people. Yes, people
like minds,
professionals with music knowledge and all of that, to actually give suggestions after listening to the body of works. Because the whole idea was these people gathered consists of radio presenters, DJs, and media people, music producers, and all of that. And these are people with rich background and experience who can tell you that, okay, this is the trend. This is what I think if you should omit out of this particular project will help improve the quality. These are the add-ons, the minuses, the plus, and all of that. And out of that, the artist would have to go back to the studio and per the feedbacks that he will get from the experts who probably would help him market the whole body of work, will go and work on. But what have we been seeing lately, at least for over 5 years or 6 years or 7 years? It has to do with when the whole body of work is done, uploaded online, then we gather people to come and listen. And even whatever the feedbacks would be from these experts may not have any impact or concrete influence on the body of work.
Okay.
So you hear producers saying, oh, the tone in this particular song, I believe you should have reduced it or the bass or whatever, but it will still not do anything. So yes, I like the change of name to album playback. So you understand that, yes, as much as you are coming to listen, it is not that listen that we used to, but we are just going to play it back for you to listen and probably enjoy or know what is coming, or you have the privilege of getting first-hand information of what is about to hit the whole world. And that is what I think some people can also learn from moving forward. But another thing also, before I wrap up, has to do with the choice of songs on the album. I think it is about a 13-track album.
Okay.
And one thing that I have noticed, not only Stonebwoy, but I believe this also follows a trend, a series of trends that have been happening lately, where people release body of works, and this is a compilation of some singles that have already been released.
Oh, okay.
You understand?
So there are some of the already released singles.
Exactly. There are some that have been released. Others can say, okay, perhaps they release them just to test the waters. But so in seeing that this particular song has gained some level of success, why don't I add it to the album? Because if it is added into the album, its numbers or its success will definitely shoot up or have an effect on the whole body of work. And that is another thing that I also realized about the whole event. All in all, it was a good event. The turnout was great, where so many people from different backgrounds graced the occasion. So it's good for him, and I would say congratulations to him.
Well, let me go on to Intim Dodo Solomon. Though I understand we were all missing in action because we were not invited. We didn't want any Sammy Flex with the beam. So we watched online. Of course, online is a place. Everybody is following content from there. Chemo, what have you also seen? What have you gathered so far?
Yeah.
I have not listened to the album yet, and I'll find time to listen. I want some stretch of driving, be then I can do a long listening.
Yeah, me too. I've not listened to it, but definitely I'll listen to the whole album. And yeah, I think it's so far so good, I would say. I mean, what is trending in terms of what happened at the event, obviously things like Nanama McBrown and the Bulldog
kissing Saga.
Yes, will take a center stage at some point. And again, I think Shatta, Wale and then the Jarvis conversation is also playing a role. So we are not seeing it out there like that, but it's early days yet. I think more things will come up after other issues also go down. That's how it is. So for me, I think I remember 2 years ago I went one of his launches. I think we went to a place at Osu somewhere, so we went there, ate something.
Oh yeah, I remember. I
even have a picture of you and Stonebwoy.
Yeah, that after our CTV show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then we went there. I have a picture of you and him.
Yeah, I remember.
And
I remember.
Then after that,
it was still last year.
Oh, no.
Was it
last year he did twice, one for industry and the album release party. He did a private listening and an album release party.
No, but not last year. Last year we were not doing a
CTV.
So it can't be last year. I think it's 2 years.
Okay, 2 years ago where the promo entered into last year.
So I think now you are not invited. So you take
now my position has changed, so they can't invite me anymore.
Yes. So
but I'm still a media person. They don't know though.
Sure. They know, but they won't.
They
don't want to accept that.
Okay.
That's the thing. Yeah. So
their own cup of tea.
Yeah. So me, I think so far so good. He should do his best and let's see how it goes. Okay. I mean, for him, he will not suffer from the narrative of album and buy and like the way they did to Shatta Wale just after releasing. But this time around, he's okay in that direction. I think he will not face that. So he should just do his best to push
and capitalize on that.
Yes, and then push the whole thing and let's see how far he can take it. So for me, I wish him all the best.
Okay. Now Chibo, so I would also want to be with you. Let's jump on to Paluta, whose latest song for the popping is receiving some kind of backlash from social media people. Many people think, we are tight, this one or they be, and all of that. Now, if you follow Paluta's commentaries on social media, those things seem to be getting to him. The first one, he said, I'm reading comments, but still, Apeke. Now the next thing he posted that video from Trabosum and says, "Me should you be a repomuno, me strike that me strike here." So indirectly, me reading those two posts from him makes me feel, oh, the things are getting to him. The reason he is putting out all these things. First, the song, the reaction from people, and King Paluta's reaction. I want to pick your thoughts on that.
For me, I think he's making a mistake.
King Paluta is making
a mistake by reacting to those who are giving negative comments. Because I can assure you they are few. You see, for you to genuinely judge a song, sometimes you have to leave some space in terms of time. Like you have to give the song some time and see how far it will go or how it will dawn on you at some point. So when immediately you release and people start saying certain negative comments, you don't have to respond to those negative comments, because there are some people, no matter what,
that's how they want to behave.
The same way with his previous two songs that are all over the place. We had some people who were giving negative comments. We had some people who said that it's too noisy, or off key near that. And what happened? So you should learn something from that kind of thing. There are some people who will always go the opposite direction, no matter what, because that's what they do to also get attention. So sometimes when you know them or you notice some of these things, you don't just go with them like that. At least give yourself some time and let's see how it will go. For me, I've not listened to the whole thing, but the little that I've listened to, I'm okay. I don't see where others are coming from. Maybe the expectation is too high for him to meet, because he has done two previous ones that are all over the place, and coming up with another one the third time, you will not take it easy like that. People, no matter what, they will not just accept it. There are some people who
so it is not as if they have some credible thing they are talking about.
It's like, oh, you two, it's okay. Why you be a movie kind of thing. That attitude is there. There are some people like that. It's like you have said this before, that in this industry, it's winner takes all. If the spotlight is on you, you are the number one. And at some point, somebody will also come and take over. So if some people, when you are on top for a very long time, they don't like it. They will just hate you for no reason, or they will say things that will not even make sense. And that's what they are doing to King Paluta. King Paluta, he has been in the game for a long time. And I pick it. I pick it and I pick it. And he said, or pay attention to some of those comments coming his way. Or yes, maybe he's also playing along by saying, say, gathering the comments and at the appropriate time. At the appropriate time, mention some strike. I mean, sometimes maybe he also want to make a fun of the whole thing, or just be part of whatever conversation coming around. So for me, I think he's good, and the song too. I have not listened to the full version, as I've said, but I'm okay with what I've heard so far, and it is not so long for people to judge it like that. You see, there are some songs that you hear it for the first time and you're it happens all the time. So for me, I think he's good, and he will be cashing out this December, he should focus on that, and forget about those who are giving him negative comments.
Well, let's move on to Roland Amate and also listen to, because I know Roland, King Paluta is his boy, putting him on gigs in South Africa and elsewhere. Indeed, he has been following his success story. So, and you were even sure that King Paluta would release one before Christmas. I remember you mentioned it. And unfortunately, after the release, the kind of comments, the feedback we are getting is what we are discussing. Once again, the people's comments, King Paluta's comments, and the song itself.
Well, for the people's comments, it's expected. It's expected, and also King Paluta's reaction is also expected. You see, he's not living in space. He's living in the same space that everybody is. So whatever you say, provided you don't say it in your head or maybe in your room, and you come and say it online, there's a possibility he will see it.
Okay.
And these are comments that are not being said by one person. Like some people are saying it, going around saying it. So definitely he will chance on it, and he's human. At a point he would want to react. But me, I like how he's already reacted to this particular comments that are coming. I believe for the people's comments, it is because they have some level of expectation.
Okay.
That they think Paluta did not meet that expectation.
Okay.
That is where their disappointment, I believe, is coming from.
Okay.
But is that particular expectation valid in this conversation? I would say no. Because I think when he released Aseda, I was one of the people that it took me over 2 months to actually catch the song. Yes, catch the vibe. Even when people were playing, it's like you go around, and when it was growing and all of that, Aseda even took about 2 or 3 weeks, even before it started picking.
Okay.
So even when after 2 months, people were still playing, I still had not caught the vibe yet. I was still monitoring. Okay, you go around, you hear people playing it, people singing like pubs, radio, everywhere. But I was still not feeling it. So I'm sure if at that time, or maybe a few days of release of Aseda, if you had asked somebody like me, I would have probably said the same thing they are saying.
Yeah.
You understand? But if you understand how music works, there are certain comments, as much as it may be what you feel, you would know how to communicate it when you want to say it. It is not about the fact that
Okay.
but it is about the fact that you are not feeling it.
Yeah.
Or maybe you have not caught up.
You are not connecting.
Like you are not connecting to the song.
Yeah.
And it's not a crime for you to say, okay, we release it, I'm not connecting. It is not a crime. Same way somebody can release today, and after the first hearing, you can catch the vibe, and it can be one of your number one songs, and it is what it is. So I think those people have some level of expectation. And I believe Paluta should rather focus on the fact that it is work. And just like his previous releases, I'm talking about ones that did not even get to a conversational level. He should consider some of these things as one of them. Because the people that we call them hit factory and hit monsters, it is not all their songs that are on the same level.
Yeah.
Even among the hits that they produce, there are ones that are higher than others.
Yeah.
So it could be that, yes, maybe Aseda went high, this one, Makoma went higher, and maybe you are expecting this one to either meet the same level. But know that not all your songs can be on the same level.
Yeah.
No matter who
songs don't have the same strength.
No.
Yeah.
No. Unless you want to tell me you are doing the same thing all over and over again. But if it is not the same song that you are presenting, don't have the expectation that it is going to meet the same kind of reaction. So these reactions, in fact, it feels normal to me. In fact, I was even expecting some of these reactions.
I see.
Because I've seen some people, some pastors or whatever they call themselves, giving prophecies that we should pray for Paluta and his next song.
Yeah. I remember seeing a video like that.
Yeah. All these, you see, all these ones are there. All these ones are there. And in fact, somebody that may hear the song that may not even connect to it even in the first hearing, if the person believes in some of these things, automatically would want to link it to some of these things and can spread it. And can spread it. But will that have any effect on the song? I believe if a song is good, it is good. Some of these comments can never kill it. We have so many songs that people have even called for it to be banned. But can you? You can't. When Patapa released One Corner, I remember there were certain radio stations in this country that vowed not to play that particular song. But it got to a certain level. You have no choice. You have no choice. If a song is meant to be a global hit or a monster hit, forget what anybody will say. And some of these comments, they will definitely come. Whether the song is good or not, they will come. But if the song has the potential of becoming a global hit, there is no formula to it. There's nothing, not even the artist can do. Because there are certain songs that artists can even tell you that, Charlie, this particular song there. Now, I wasn't even expecting what it did. I just threw it into the system like that. And before they realize, it is counted among one of their topmost hits. And it is like that. So me, I believe Paluta's reaction and how he even reacted is out of the fact that, okay, I am not bothered that much because I know I have brought a good product. But then, let's add up to the conversation. Yeah, for them to know we are still there. For them to know, oh, what we are saying, it has not gotten to me like that. In fact, we are still working. That is how I see his comment. It is just part for him to fuel the conversation a bit, because the more they talk about it, the more also on the other side, people will go and listen to the song. Because there are some people that have only heard just snippets of the song, have not listened to the full song, but somebody's negative comment and Paluta's reaction can push the person to go and say, okay, now let me pay attention and listen to the song very well. Then maybe I can make my own judgment for myself. And me, I believe that is what Paluta has done. So it is no big deal. The people have some level of expectation that they think Paluta did not meet, which is why they are making this comment.
You people should leave Paluta to breathe. Munya no homie. After a day, he's done what Napoleon could not do. In fact, in a single year, Paluta's hits are bobo back to back now. He deserves commendation instead of this energy we are giving to him. Koso ane koso. See how to kind of shiom. Koso to kind is a caterpillar. See me to kind is a caterpillar. That is their problem. They Paluta to kind of do it. And I am against the phone. Now, let's enter into one trending conversation, and I'm gathering information that it is because of even this issue. That is why many of the happenings in our showbiz industry seems to have been covered. What are we talking about? We are talking about Nigeria's human AI. Nigeria's human AI, aka Jarvis. She came up doing something of a robot in a human form, speaking just as any of these robots, they put their orders and their information around. And Nigeria caught up with it. In fact, within a short time, she became very, very popular. Her thing caught on with so many people. And for some time, she has been controlling. For some reasons, she's in Ghana, maybe for holidays, maybe for some job, or what we have no idea of. But what she observed, maybe where she lived, and at the time, what she saw, she decided to put it out in the sense that around that time, she was not seeing many vehicles. I'm sure she was living in the Uber active areas where she was seeing the Uber run up and down, Uber run up and down. And she said, I've come to Ghana and I'm not seeing more luxurious cars are here. What is happening? I'm only seeing Honda and Kia. And she put it out in a video. Out of that, many started coming at her, giving it to her left, right, center, woto, furiously. And I'm sure Shatta, watching proceedings, was a little worried, decided to come through to soak the pressure the lady was soaking for her as well. And in the process said, oh, Jarvis, don't worry. Because you are not seeing more Benz around, and even the one you saw was not Benzine, I have a Lamborghini, fresh one. Come and let me put you in it. Sit inside. Let's run around town. Spread some dough small. Let people see that, oh, Nigeria's human AI is here. And let you enjoy some different feel of Ghana. Ghana was, hey, Shatta, why do you have to come and say this? Who is the girl? Who is she? Why do you have to come and say this? And this has also started a debate. Interesting, all of a sudden, we've forgotten everything in Ghana. From Stop Ghana saying to everything, selling for Marco. Gradually, because we are talking about Jarvis, and I hear her boyfriend has also joined the fire, a certain Pella. He's also throwing jabs here and there. And that is the conversation online. If you go on Twitter, it is there. Come to Facebook, it is there. Go to TikTok, it is there. We are discussing Shatta, Jarvis, and Pella. And I'm asking, and no one know. What is the problem? Well, Chamu, maybe you can start this for me.
What is the problem?
What is the problem? Because Shatta has what?
invited,
tweeted her that she should come and sit in his Lamborghini.
Yeah.
That is their problem.
Yes, and they think it's Yawa, according to their term. Yawa meaning that he is going low when you consider his brand. But I don't know what they consider a brand. I think the brand word is overused in the industry. I think people.
I could be fair. I say blanding. You say let me blanding.
That word, I think, is overused now. A lot of people don't understand. I remember Shatta Wale also started the conversation. No, in fact, he didn't start it. He came into the conversation about a certain angel stylist something.
Yeah.
She. Yeah. And just stylist and ask me back.
Oh yeah. Small girl,
Small girl.
Yeah.
Shatta Wale can be. Oh, what in the brand is so A-list artist. I then I then I'll be same way. This one you can put it in that same line. When people outside, when people looking from afar, now telling you what to do with your brand that they didn't build it for you. They have no idea how you got there. But they have everything to say about it and how you should behave online and even offline. They want to tell you how to behave. I think there's no problem here. And for those who are into online strategies, who are into online marketing, who knows what is happening now, or even applaud Shatta Wale for what he did. And if you are following current trends, not Yawa trends as they will call it, you will know that there are certain people coming up, or there are certain people who will just erupt online and they will be the thing.
Sensation,
If you can connect with them, if you can have association with them, you will be getting somewhere. And such people, you can't take people like the Jarvis girl out or the Pella out. They are the new sensation now. In fact, for those who are saying that, I even saw a comment that somebody is saying, how can you invite just a random TikTok girl? Hey, you call somebody with over 3 million followers on TikTok a random TikTok girl. Do you know what you are talking about?
Maybe the person did not know her.
Yeah, obviously. A lot of people who are commenting, they don't know her. Or sometimes they know them, but they don't know what the influence or the impact that they have in the space. Because for them, they just insult people, they just comment about issues. And they don't make anything from doing that. That's all that they get from it. That's what gives them the kind of happiness that they are looking for. So they don't really know what is going on. A person with 3 million followers is not just a random TikTok person. No. You can't say that, because even your favorite artists, some of you, your favorite artists, they don't have such numbers.
Fact.
They don't command such numbers. How can you then call somebody a random TikTok girl with 3 million followers?
That's fact.
She's really, really influential, no matter how you want to take it. She's a young girl, you can say that. But when you come online, at this time in her career or whatever that she's doing, she's really, really influential. And she will get a deal that your favorite artist may not get or will not get. They will give it to her because of her influence. So I think people should learn how the internet works nowadays, and they should just advise themselves accordingly. I mean, somebody like Carson, even if you go outside, he just sits in his room, go live and then talk. But he's so influential that almost all the big names in American entertainment go to him. It's not like he invites them or he goes there to do anything with them. They rather come to his place. And those people, they are not mere entertainers, or it's not like they are now coming and they want somebody to push them. They also have a thing of their own. somebody like Kevin Hart is not a mere player in American entertainment.
Yeah.
If Kevin Hart will go to Carson Nutt's home just to do streaming with him, you have to know that something has changed. A certain John Cena will go to Carson Nutt.
Wow.
Offset will go there. Nicki Minaj and others. And what are you talking about? It is, you see, I don't know why people will take the position that because she said, I've not seen Benz. So she's disrespecting Ghana. How?
Charlie.
So you think that if she says that there are so many bands in Ghana, Ghana is now the richest country in Africa, or the richest country in the world?
Or it's better than Nigeria.
What is it? I mean, I think the people online, especially those who are calling this Yawa, should learn that we are in a different era, and digital space works a bit different from what they know. And the word branding, you don't go down with your branding. Yes, that's not how you have to use it. I mean, Shatta Wale inviting her will achieve a lot. In fact, apart from the fact that Shatta will help create good impression about Ghanaians and how hospitable that we are, the lady will also put Shatta Wale to a different audience that Shatta Wale may not reach now.
Yeah.
Because the ladies' audience will hear about Shatta Wale. And now they will also want to find out who Shatta Wale is and what he has done. And I bet you there are certain songs that those people, when they hear, they will be stuck forever. So I think Shatta, whether he planned it or not, he did a very good thing by inviting the lady. And I wish the lady will also take the opportunity and do this. But if there's no time and even there will be time for other days, I will advise the lady to take it and do something with Shatta Wale, because online influence, this is how to do it. Yes. Collaborating with others is the way
it does it better.
Sharp. Collaborating.
But even some of their comic content creators, most of them have come to Ghana to collaborate with some of our people.
Surely. And even if you take that one, somebody like Don Jazzy, he's been doing skits and other things with some influencers. Yes. So what do you call that? He has lowered his brand or whatever that you call it. No, it doesn't work like that. So I think they should come again and they should learn from it. Don't just use your ego to do things or say certain things that you have no idea what you are talking about.
Well, Ro, come through. I know you have also been following this. This has been discussed on so many platforms, and some of the comments are very disturbing. Earlier, I did a report on that to Sammy Flex TV, and I'm reading comments and people are like they are even shocked. Meanwhile, there are some people even think, Shatta is even blocking the shine of other projects that are supposed to be talked about. Yet, we are talking about Jarvis and Shatta Wale and Pella and Nigeria and Benz and Ghana. Well, Ro, put them together.
Don Jazzy invites Clemens Adams to Nigeria, do content with them.
Yes.
Hadia been too, and we see it as elevation. P Square invites Shatta Bando, even shoot a music video with him. We see it as elevation. Shatta Wale invites Jarvis, and we see it as a Yawa, something that will lower his brand, put his brand in disrepute, in the mud. Ask myself, how far? How far, my Ghana people? Like, you look at these two scenarios and you would want to ask yourself, like, which spectacles are we seeing this whole thing from? Because at one point, you see, somebody says she's not seen. I know what is pissing so many people off has to do with the statement that the lady made. That she said so far when she came, she's not seen Benz. You see, the person is saying she has not seen Benz. Baby, Anna Benz far.
That's what I say. I don't know where she was. We even don't know where she was.
The people who own Benz in this country, are they up to 50 million? 20 million? Are they up to 10 million in this country? So if she comes and she says she's not seeing Benz, okay, no problem. if you think you have best, or you know of videos or stuff, Pacorich did a video and was showing like the fleet of cars that the likes of Despite, Dems, and other guys have. That is what you should do. And you see, if it is about that conversation self, the girl, even the first time she touched down, decided to go and change her money from Naira to cedis. And when she was holding 3,000 cedis, she said herself that, Charlie, this one, if you have this, if you are holding this amount of money and you are in Nigeria, you are a big boy. You are a big boy. But when you come to Ghana, they will not even see you. But that side, like it is coming for us. So we think her comment is so factual and true and nice and good that why we not concentrate on that. Now to the Shatta bit, like when you want to say, okay, his brand has come, like he's bringing his brand down to this level. How? You see the branding thing, Obian in a definition. So many people have different definition for the branding. And sometimes, I would want people to understand that branding has to do with what the individual wants to show you.
Fact.
The perception the individual wants to create about himself.
Fact.
That is why there are certain people who would just, the likes of Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, and all of that, hardly would you see them wearing suit, tie, their neck, by coming with 50 bodyguards and hand. No.
I don't know, on a brown coffee, army color shirt.
Mark Zuckerberg will take a selfie. The owner of the Facebook or the social media that you are on insulting somebody, take a selfie and he's in a train and do like this. And you ask yourself, like, this person owns the social media that me, I have 3 million followers that I'm even using it to insult people. And I don't know how people would want to interpret or define branding. And the funny thing is that they imagine a definition and would want you to fit in that particular definition.
Whether you like it or not.
Whether you like it or not. Yes, maybe your favorite will not want to play around the side because he doesn't see anything that interests him there. Your favorite is not interested in this conversation.
Sometimes their favorite don't even know how to do it.
Exactly. Your favorite may not be interested or may not even know how to go about it. See, in recent times, Shatta came on live on TikTok and one time was saying that when it comes to artists going on live to speak to their followers, he is the pioneer of that.
Yeah.
Recently, we've seen artists, different artists, trying to go on live on social media, and it doesn't amount to anything.
Some even tend to a mess of themselves.
You see? So it is about whether you have interest in there or you know how to go about it. These two things. And sometimes if somebody would want to give, and me, the people that am I even surprised? To some extent, no. Because I always tell people that Shatta has that politician kind of brand. Wherever you want to fit him, he will fit.
He'll fit, yeah.
Wherever you want to put him, obe fit. And that is the kind of brand. If you let's help everybody by bringing in the word brand. That is the kind of brand he is building or he's built for himself. It is a universal brand which has no boundaries. And here, when I say no boundaries, I mean even fair or foul. That is the kind of brand he has built for himself. The earlier you accept this, if you don't know, the better for you. Else, you go. That is why people go and fight certain fights, and later, when the conversations turn, then they will come and say, "Oh, Shatta, we are disappointed." You don't be disappointed in the person. The moment you get disappointed, then it means you don't even know the brand that you are affiliating yourself with.
Exactly.
The moment you get disappointed, yes, everybody gets disappointed at a point, but most of your conversation should connect with the knowledge you have about the person. And if you know Shatta very well, you know this is a brand that has no boundaries. He's able to fit in every corner that you put him. Both the good and bad, top, down, middle, everywhere. Know that this is somebody whose life is not only about the music. See, pick so many of like Shatta movement fans or his core fan base, and you listen to diverse reasons why people love him, or people follow him. Somebody can even call. We've received calls of people saying, when you guys started getting close to him, now looks like he's reduced in insulting people online. We don't like that. People meet you and they get angry that Shatta Wale is not insulting people. And that is the reason why they are following him. That is the reason why they are following. But they are still there. They are part of it. And it is also the character that they fell in love with, whether it is good or bad. That is what I'm saying. This is somebody whose brand knows no boundaries. He is able to go every corner unless he says, I want to stop here. So if you want to follow such a person, or if you want to go and fight for such a person, know the kind of person you are fighting for. Because there are certain people that you can't do certain things for. Like Saga, for example. We all know how Saga behaves in the industry. Yeah, man, the manager plaster crap. One guy, Manga says at a while later, yeah, man, have less plaster. I can't even hear where did this country. People here where did this country. You understand? So it is like that. Me, my honest.
Go by Saga press conference.
A
press conference.
Plaster.
Oh yeah,
that video.
And then all kind of talking about the whole thing. He said that he's not happy about the whole thing now. Now there's a police for Ibiano.
I think Chemo is right. Chemo got it.
Reacting. But the way I'm reacting obviously will be different from
how Shatta would definitely react. So my own is that people should understand the Shatta brand and how it works. And in fact, even in 2024, the digital space or the digital knowledge that man has in 2024, some people are still living in 2004. Some people are still living in 2004 when it comes to the digital understanding of how things work on the internet. There are certain things that you may not regard because you are looking at your shirt, your tie, and your social status. But somebody's social status, he knows how to even add a follower to whatever he has, and it will boost him to a different level. Tomorrow you see the reason why, or you may not understand the reason why this guy has been relevant for over 2 decades, of which the people that he started with are still not on the same level with him currently. You wouldn't understand, and these things are part of the reasons.
Exactly.
What your favorite will not do. Kokoveli on yes adiwe. Screwface
to cross it. Yeah, in friend Anzano.
Anzano
to the song.
Exactly. KK Fosu onye. That is why even in recent times, Shatta has that kind of followership because he always presents himself as a new person to the new audience. You may not regard Pella, just like some people may not regard Shatta Bando. But when you go to Nigeria, the moment he steps at the airport, look at the kind of reception they give him. But here, how many people regard Shatta Bando like that? Exactly. It is the same light. So if you don't understand, they're there and be there. Those who understand and know how to play it, they will play it whether you understand or not. And one year, last time will be the birthday. Will be releasing baby arm for but yeah, simple tapping. Unsia jai. Unsia jai.
Unsia tapping idia and wow jeju. Anyways, I'm sure we can end it here for today. It has been good. At least all the important issues around, we've captured them. There's one story that I would want us to put it in the freezer against tomorrow. So you guys should be waiting for us here on Showbiz Daily. We will be talking about why, as members in this fraternity, we struggle to be united for a common goal. An artist, Kawabanga, has been talking about the fall of one of the greatest groups in that side of town. Tomorrow, it will be one of our topics. My name is Sammy Flex. I did this with Wale and Amate. I did this with Tim Dodo Solomon Chemo. I did this with the producers of the show, that is Theophilus Digosh and Bujulens. And I did it with you as well for spending quality time and observing whatever we are doing. We really appreciate you. But let's read from you as well. The various topics I know would have a thought or two from you. Let's listen, let's read, and see what you are also adding to the conversation. Until then, we meet in our next video. We're out of here. Bye-bye.